ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಬುಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ತಗೊಂಬ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. ಫಾಸ್ಟ್. Write a problem. Two sticks of lengths 12.132 centimeters. 12.132 centimeters. You don't know what I said, but you gone. I said book. ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಬುಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ತಗೊಂಬ. ಬೇಡ ಬೇಡ ಬಾ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಬಾಟ್ಲ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಬಾಟಲ ಕೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಹೋಗಿ ತಗೊಂಬರ, ನಾನೇ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೀವಾ. 2 sticks of lengths 12.132 centimeters and 10.2 centimeters. 12.132 and 10.2 centimeters are placed end to end. Find their total length with due regard to significant figures. Due regard to significant figures. How much?
22.3 centimeters.
23.3 exactly. Yes, very good. What's the answer? Apply all the rules and then get the answer properly. Your actual answer will be 22.332. Correct? In that, what you have to do? You have to round off for the least decimal points again. N value is how much in this? 1. Very good. See that. I have given the length of the first stick is how much? 12.132 centimeters. Length of the second stick is how much? 10.2 centimeters. They are placed end to end. Then you have to find out the total length. So whenever they placed end to end, nothing but they are just adding them. That's it. So total length means what? You have to take L1 plus L2. Before that, what you have to decide? You have to count the numbers first of all. You have to count the significant figures after the decimal point. After the decimal point, here how many are there? 3. Here how many are there? Only 1. So what is the n value now? N is equals to 1. Why? Because you have to take the least number. So that n is equals to 1 here. The other number should have how much? N plus 1. Nothing but either 1 or 2. So here how many it is having? 3. So what you have to do? Round off. Round off for how many digits? Significant digits? 2 after the decimal. 12.13. Why? Because 2 is less than 5. I can drop directly this one. So that I have my numbers as 12.13. Another number is 10.2. So what will get here? 3, 3, 2, 2. That is the final result I got. After that, again you have to check for the number of significant digits after the decimal. So after the decimal, how many are there? Least 1 means in the result also we should have how much? 1 only again. So that here 1 should be there means you have to drop the last number. Why? Because it is already less than 5. So that what we can write here? Final result is 22.3. This is the L1 plus L2. If any confusion is there means you can ask here only. Why? Because you will make mistakes by that. First of all, count the significant digits after the decimal point. Take it as n. Check the other numbers. Other numbers should have significant figures as either n or n plus 1 after the decimal. Add them and then remaining result whatever is there, for that again you have to round off for how many again? N only. Clear, right? That is a problem. Next one is ತಗೊಂಬ ಬುಕ್ ತಗೊಂಬ ಹೋಗಿ. ಈ ಥರನ ಕೇಳು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಇದೆ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇದೆ. ಸಾರಿ, ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ದ ಬುಕ್. ನೀರು ಕುಡಿಬೇಕಾ? ಅಷ್ಟು ಕೂಲಾಗಿ ನೀರು ಕುಡಿದೇನೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ನೆಗಡಿ ಕೆಮ್ಮು ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾಳೆ ರಜೆ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ, ಫ್ರೀಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲೇನಾ? add next problem. Add 6.75 into 10 power 3 centimeters. Add 6.75 into 10 power 3 centimeters with 4.52 into 10 power 2 centimeters. Add them and then get the answer with regards significant figures. With regards significant figure. How much? 11.2 na? 6.5 ah? 72, 71, anything else? Yes, very good. That's correct. Unexpectedly you got correct answer. That's correct. See that. First of all, you have to check the order. Order should be same. One order is what? First number order is how much? 3. Second number order is how much? 2. Order nothing but what I said, order of magnitude nothing but power of 10 you have to take. So that power of 10 of the first number is 3 and then power of the 10 of the second number is how much? Only 2 are there. So you have to always take the equal order. Equal order nothing but I can take it as it is 6.75 into 10 power 3, but I will take the second number as how much? 0.452 into 10 power 3. Correct? Either anything you can do, either you can take that one also, there is no problem in that. So 6.75 into 10 power 3 and then 0.452 into 10 power 3. Now 10 power 3 order is same only, so that order we can keep aside and then you have to add the numbers as it is. So this one is having how many decimal point significant figures? 2 are there here. Check that after the decimal how many significant figures are there? 2 are there. So n is equals to how much I can write? 2. Second one is having how many after the decimal point? 3 are there. Is that okay? Otherwise we have to round off. Okay, right? This is n plus 1. N is 2 nothing but this should be how many? Either 2 or 3. There is no problem in that. There is no need to round off. Check that after the decimal it is having how many significant figures? 2 are there. Next number should contain how much? N or n plus 1. N is 2 and 2 or 2 plus 1 nothing but how many should be there? 3. 2 or 3. Here it is having how many already? 3 only. There is no need to round off anything. So that you have to add directly 2, 5, 5 will be 10, 7, 4 will be 11, 12, then 7.202 into 10 power 3. 7.202 into 10 power 3. So what you have to do? You should have the final result. How many? 2 should be there. 2 should be there nothing but you have to drop the 2. Why? Because 2 is already less than 5. Whenever you round off also, what is the answer you will get? 7.20 into 10 power 3. That is the correct answer. Some of the people whoever consider this as 10 power 2 at that time will get it as 67.5 into 10 power 3 and then next one is 4.52 into 10 power 3. 10 power 2. Both are 2 only. Then you will get it as 10 power 2. This is 2 and then this is 0. 7, 5, 12. 72.02 into 10 power 2. 72.02 nothing but least number is how many here? Only 1. So round off it for the 72.0 into 10 square. Whoever got this answer, those are also correct only. How many of you got this answer? Very less. What about this answer? Then what about the remaining people? You are not able to add the numbers, huh? I said the rules right already. You are able to understand my language or not first of all? I am getting that doubt. You are able to understand, right? Not understanding. ಯಾವ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ನಿಮಗೆ? ನಮಗೆ ತೆಲುಗು, ಹಿಂದಿ, ಕನ್ನಡ, ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷು ಯಾವುದು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್. ತಮಿಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಆಯಿತಾ? ಡನ್. Anyone is correct only. This one, either this one or this one. Both are same only, by the way. 7.2 into 10 power 3, 72 into 10 power 2. Both are same. Clear? So, here, this 0 is significant or not? Significant or not? Significant. Why? Because after the decimal we are having. This 0 also? Significant figure only. Why? Because we are having after the decimal only here. Terminal zeros, terminating zeros after the decimal are significant. Clear? Then next problem. Sanskrit alla barala nandu language Telugu second language. Next one, subtract 0.2 joules from 7.26 joules and express the result with the correct number of significant figures. How much? 7.0.
7.0.
It's okay. 7.26, huh? No, I said question. 7.26. 0.2. So, you should select the first of all least number of significant digits after the decimal. How many are there after decimal? Here 2. Here how many are there? 1. So that n is equals to how much now? 1 only. Least one you have to select. This one is the correct. N is equals to 1. Then other number you have to observe that should have either n or n plus 1. Either 1 or 2. So 2 is there. So there is no need to change anything here. Directly we will subtract here. Then 6 here. 2 is how much? 0. This is how much? 7. 7.06. Now round off the final number. Round off the final number to have how many significant figures after the decimal? Only 1. So only 1 nothing but what you can round off for here? 7.06 is there. 06 nothing but 6 is greater than 5. Whenever the 6 is greater than 5, at that time what will you get? What you have to do? You have to add the preceding number by how much? 1. So that you have to add by 1, that is plus 1. So that how much? What is the answer here? 7.1 joules. That is the correct delta. Work done now, whatever it might be, joules, nothing but. Clear? Whoever got 7.0, that is the wrong answer. You have to round off again the final answer. See that 7.26 and then 0.2 they have given. In that, first of all, you have to select the least number of significant figures after the decimal point. So after the decimal point here, how many are there? 2 are there. Count first of all. It is having how many number of significant figures after the decimal? 2. It is having how many? Only 1. So select the least one. Least one is how much here? Only 1. So that n is equals to 1 you have to take. Observe the other numbers. That should have either 1 or 2. 1 or 2 as the significant figures after the decimal point. So here this is having how many are there? 2 are there. Is that correct or not? Correct only. There is no need to round off anything. So directly you subtract the values and you will get the final result as how much? 7.06. Then observe the final result again. In final result, after the decimal how many significant figures are there? 2 significant figures are there. For that what you have to do? You have to round off for only how many? 1. So that round off for 1. Last number is how much here? 6. You have to drop the 6. 6 is greater than 5. Greater than 5, nothing but what you have to do? You have to add the preceding number by 1. So that what will get here? 7.0 plus 1, nothing but 1. 7.1 is the answer. Clear? Copy that. Next one. Add the following numbers regard to significant figures. 1.2, 3.45, 6.789. What is the answer? Yes, very good. 11.4 is the correct answer. 11.4 is correct. Yes, everybody got that? Tell me the numbers. What are the numbers I said? How much? 1.2 na? Then 3.45, then 6.789. That's it. So now again they have given 3 numbers here. In 3 numbers different number of significant figures are there after the decimal point. So after the decimal point, in this how many are there? 1. In this how many are there? 2. After the decimal point here how many are there? 3. Select the least one. How many are there? Only 1. So take n value as 1. N is equals to 1. Take n is equals to 1 and then observe the other numbers. Other numbers should have how many? 1 or 2. 1 or 2 should be there. In this 2 are there, so there is no problem. N plus 1 are there is no problem. But in this 7, 8, 9, how many are there? 3 are there. But how many should be there? 2 should be there. So round off this one. Round off. So that 6.7. 9 is there, no here? 9 is greater than 5. Greater than 5, nothing but what you can do here? You have to add the before number by 1. So how much you will get here? 8 plus 1, nothing but 9. 6.79. Another number is how much here? 1.2. Another number is how much? 3.45. 9, 5, 14. And then 6, 7, 7, 14. And then 5, 6, 11. That is the final answer. For that final answer, again you have to observe the number of significant figures after the decimal. How many are there here? 2 are there. But how many you have to make as? Only 1. Only 1, nothing but drop the last number. So how much is there here? 11.4 is the final result. That is the correct answer. All of you got right correct answer? Yes. Next, multiplication and then division operations. Everything is same, just little difference will be there between the addition and then subtraction, multiplication and division. You have to take total significant figures, that's it. In addition, what significant figures we have taken? After decimal. In this what you have to do? Nothing but you have to count the total significant figures. In the total numbers, how many significant figures are there? That one you have to count. So in multiplication or division. For example, I have the number 4.55 and then another number I have to multiply with, let me take 5.2. And then here I have, let me take, this is 4.552. So 4.552 is one number, another number is how much? 5.2. In addition subtraction, what we have done? First and foremost, what we have done? N selected, right? We have selected the n. N after what? Decimal point. But in this, you have to consider the entire values. N values as the entire values. So that count the numbers here. This is having how many significant figures? Total, not only decimal I am talking about, total. How many are there? 2 are there. This is having how many? 4. So that take least number as the n, that is n is equals to 2 now. And then round off the other number to how many? 2 or 2 plus 1. Okay. So that it should have, this is having how many? 2 are there. In this how many are there? 4 are there. You have to round off for how many? Only 3. 2 or 3. So that round off for 3, this one 4.5, last number is how much? 2 means 2 is less than 5, just drop it, then what will be there? 4.55. Now count the significant figures. 1, 2, 3 are there. In this 3 significant figures are there. Our number should have either 2 or 3. Okay. Now perform the multiplication. 4.55 with 5.2. Then what will get here? 10, 11 and then 8. 8 or 9? 9. 9. Then 5, 25. Then 25, 27. Then 5 for the 20, 22. Correct? Then 0, 6, 9, 7, 16 and then 3 and then 2. So here how many? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 23.660. That is the result we got. After that again you have to do something here. What you have to do? You have to round off for again least number of significant figures. Here how many significant figures are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are there. 5 are there. So what you have to do? Nothing but you have to round off for how many? Only 2 significant figures, right? Are you sleeping? No, right? So I don't think so. You are not listening the class. So here you have to round off for only 2 significant figures, that is 23.660 is there. Drop the last number. Is there any effect? Nothing, right? 0. This is 6. More than 5. More than 5, nothing but what you have to do? Plus 1. Drop it. Nothing but how much will come here? 23.7 will come. Again drop it. How much will come? 24. That is the answer. Why? Because finally you should have how many significant figures totally? 2 should be there. Okay. Here 2 are there, least nothing but in our answer also how many should be there? 2 only should be there. So this is the final answer. Copy this. I did not say the rule, right? Yes. Write that. In case of addition subtraction, in case of addition subtraction, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಜ್ಜಿಗೆ ಸಾರು ಕಡಿಮೆ ತಿಂದು ಬರಬೇಕು. In case of addition and subtraction, we have counted the number of significant figures. We have counted the number of significant figures after the decimal point. After the decimal point. But in case of multiplication or division, we have to count the number of significant figures in whole number, or value you can take, in whole value. Next step, count significant figures. Take the least number as n. Take the least number as n. Round off the other values to be multiplied. Round off the other values to be multiplied to have n or n plus 1 significant figures. To have n or n plus 1 significant figures. Next step, perform the operation. And round off the final result. To have only n significant figures. to have only n significant figures. Copy that. Finished, huh? Write that. Multiply 1.2 with 36.72 regard to significant figures. Get the answer. 44.4. What I said, 1.2, 36.32, no? 44.0, na? What is the answer? Only 44. Apply the rules as it is. If you put 0.01, nothing will happen, means your answer will be wrong. You have to count that as also significant figure only. 0 ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ 0 ಗೆ. 4 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ by the way. What numbers I said? 1.2 36.72 and then 1.2. So here first of all you have to observe, I said that you have to multiply 1.2 with 36.72. We have to observe what? First of all, number of total significant figures. Total significant figures here how many are there? 2 significant figures are there. Here how many are there? 4 are there. So round off this number to how many? 3. So that either 2 or 3. In round off we cannot round off for 2, you have to round off for 3 only. But in the problem they have given again 2.4, like that means you can take this one also as it is. That is the meaning of n or n plus 1. Okay na? So here you have to round off this value for 3. So that what you will get here? 36.7. Why? Because you can drop directly 2. Why? Because it is less than 5. Clear? Now our numbers are 36.7 multiply with what? 1.2, nothing but here what will you get? 14 and then 12, 13 and then 2, 3, 6, 7 and then 36, 7 as it is. 4, 3, 7 is 10 and then 7, 6 is 13, 14 and then 4. Clear? Now point here 44.04. Now you check the final result. Our final result is having how many significant figures here? 4 significant figures are there. 4 significant figures are there. But our n is equals to how many? We got 2 only. So what you have to do? You have to round off this one again. So whenever you round off for one time, 44.04. This is less than 5. Directly we can drop. What is the next number you will get? 44.0. And then if you check the 0, 0 is obviously less than 5. We can drop directly. What we can write directly? 44 is the final result. That is the final result. Clear? Huh? Then next example. Divide 1100 1100 with 10.2 with 10.2. Get the answer. 1100. How many significant figures? Only 2. How much? The answer is 11. Eleven or 110? 110 will come. 110 also having how many significant figures? 2 only, right? Take the true value. 110. Get it as 110. Check that. 108. Array, name ambulance ne kalisine. In Andhra, 108 is the ambulance number. Here also, no? 1100 by how much I said? 10.2. So how to divide this? This one directly. This 10 tens now? 10 tens. So 10.2, no? In this 11, how many times it will go? 1 time it will go. And after that, 0.1 is there, no? Again 10 is there, but here 10.2 is there. Take the calculator, Sama. I will not get that much of divisions. 1100 divided by how much? 10.2. 107. 107.8. 107.8 is the correct answer. That is the exact division by the calculator, not by me. That is 107.8. This 107 you have to take, and before that, here how many significant figures are there? In 10.2, how many significant figures? 3 are there. So that 3. In 1100, how many are there? 2 or 4? 2. So that n is how much now? N is 2. And the next number is having how many? 3. There is no problem, we can divide directly. After the division, I am having the significant figures as how many? 4. I have to round off for how much? Only 2. So for rounding off for 2, I can write it as this one 8 I want to drop nothing but this is greater than 5, right? Greater than 5. So before number should be raised by how much? 1. So it will become how much? 108. One time it is becoming as 108. But again you have to round off. Again you have to round off nothing but, again check at this. This is greater than 5. Greater than 5 nothing but what you have to do? Again plus 1. Then how much you will get the answer as? 11. That is the correct answer. Not 108, not 104, not 100. 11 is the correct answer. Any confusion in that? Shall I explain again? If I explain again you will get confused. One time whatever you got, that is enough. Next, write a problem. A thin wire has a length of 21.7 centimeters. Off madare.